After reading the book In the Garden of Beasts by Erik Larson, we decided to take a trip to Berlin, Germany.
Our trip reflects the theme of World War II, its effects on America and the German citizens, and their involvement in the war.
Our first stop for day one is the Sachsenhausen concentration camp. It was made in 1936 to house captured Jews and other discriminated people. Many executions took place at Sachsenhausen. It was also a training center for SS officers. The camp was very secure and had very few successful escapes. It had a 10-foot stone wall, electric fence, and guard dogs. During their time there, prisoners were forced to make counterfeit American and British currency. During its time operating, over 30,000 inmates died from exhaustion, disease, malnutrition, and pneumonia.
On the second day, we will be traveling to the Tiergarten. In English, this means animal garden. It was designed in the 1830s by Peter Joseph Lehm and was used as a hunting ground for the electors of Brandenburg. It also houses many government and parliament buildings such as the Bundestag, Reichstag, and new government chancellery, and holds important sculptures like the Victory Column and Bismarck Memorial.
The Tiergarten Zoo is our second stop of the day. It is the oldest zoo in Germany and opened in 1844 by Peter Joseph Linné. It houses more than 1,500 different species and is the most visited zoo in Europe. Unfortunately, during World War II, the zoo was completely destroyed during a bomb raid, and only 91 of the 3,715 zoo animals survived. Thankfully, it was rebuilt and it is currently up and running.
On the third day, we will be traveling to the Reichstag. It was opened in 1894. After World War II, the building fell into disuse. However, prior to that, the Volkskammer, or Parliament, met in this building. Also, it was the meeting spot for the Third Reich, which met from the years of 1933 to 1945.
Our second stop of the day is the Topography of Terror. It is located where the SS and Gestapo would do their work during the Nazi regime from the time of 1933 to 1945. The original building was mostly destroyed in a bombing in 1945. The cellar of the Gestapo headquarters, where prisoners were tortured and executed, was found in 1987, and it was decided that the cellar would become a museum. The Gestapo were the secret state police, first commanded by Rudolf Diels and then by Hermann Göring, both who worked for Hitler. The SS, meaning Protection Squadron, was a paramilitary organization under Hitler and the Nazi Party. Both of these became some of the largest and most powerful organizations in the Third Reich.
On the fourth day, we will be traveling to the Holocaust Memorial. This was a memorial that was designed by an architect named Peter Eisenman and an engineer named Bura Happold for the Jewish victims of the Holocaust. It contains 2,711 slabs that are arranged in a grid pattern. The sculpture was made to look confusing and unorganized, as it was supposed to be an orderly system that had lost touch with human reason, just as Hitler had. This memorial was finally finished on December 15, 2004.
The Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church was built on site in the 1890s and was designed by Kaiser Wilhelm. It was badly damaged in World War II bomb raid in 1943. The present building was rebuilt between the years of 1959 and 1963 and was designed by Egon Eiermann. The new church was built up from the east and the west. It has an octagonal base and comes to a hexagonal tower. The glass in the new church was designed by Gabriel Loire.
On the fifth day, we will be traveling to the Berliner Unterwelten. This is a series of bunkers where citizens would go to hide and protect themselves from the bombings during the Third Reich and during the time of World War II. These bunkers were essential because raids destroyed up to 80% of the city's center. In 1940, Hitler had ordered 6 anti-aircraft towers to be built. However, only 3 remained and are open for tours.